What's going on, guys? Balkan Architect here, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you a Revit plugin that can save quite a bit of money. Now, in the beginning of this video I'm just going to be explaining what's the problem that this plugin solves. Then I'm going to be showing you how to find the plugin and download it and use it, and then finally I'm going to be jumping into Revit and just showing you step by step the entire process of how this plugin is used, just the entire workflow. Now, when I say a Revit plugin can save quite a bit of money, it might sound odd. How can a Revit plugin save money? It's because this plugin solves a very expensive problem. The problem is poor communication in the building industry. So let me explain this on kind of a practical example. Let's say you're working in Revit on a large project. There are multiple teams designing the building. There are multiple companies building the entire building. And in the building industry today, it's quite common to see last-minute changes on projects due to regulation, due to clients changing their mind, or something like that. You might actually find yourself in a situation where just a day before you build something, you change the project documentation and you change the project. So let's say you're working on that project in Revit and your client calls you. They have to make a change to fit certain regulations. You make that change, you update the sheet, and then on the building site, let's say tomorrow, the person building that building is looking at the sheet that was printed a couple of weeks ago. They have no way of knowing that that sheet is wrong, and they build the building that way, or that certain part of the project, they build it that way, and then it has to be demolished and then rebuilt. Now, due to this, in the United States alone, a lot of money is wasted on rework. Actually, I think it's like 65 billion with a B is wasted just on rework and just demolishing something that you just built and then building it again. It's really silly. And like half of that, like 31 billion, is wasted due to poor communication. The example that they've just shown you or just explained here in this video. So this plugin solves that issue, and I'm now going to be showing you how it solves it. So let's jump to their website, and this is the plugin in question. It's called ReviCheck, and full disclosure, this video is sponsored by ReviCheck. I'm just going to be showing you kind of the step-by-step explanation, and if you're interested, by all means, you can get it. I'm going to be leaving a link to the plugin just below this video in the description. So anyways, this is their website, and here you can see the steps how it works. So the first step is you as an architect place a QR code on your sheets. Now this QR code is updated with any revisions, and then the QR code changes with each revision. So each revision of each sheet has their own QR code. Now the next step is that the person on site will download the app either for Android or Apple users, and then they can use that app to scan that barcode. And if you make a change to your sheet now, you make a new revision, you update the QR code. If that person on site just the next minute scans their sheet, and if it's not the current QR code, which obviously it isn't if you changed it, their app on their phone will tell them, no, it's wrong, or it's going to say that's the latest document if it's correct and if you haven't made any changes before that. So it's really useful. It keeps track of everything, and you don't have to have perfect communication. As I said, in the building industry today, just on huge projects, communication is next to impossible to organize. So that's why an app like this is really, really powerful. Now here you can sign up on their website, and I've actually signed up already, so I'm just going to show you my profile here. Here you have the kind of the first page, which is projects. There you have all of your projects listed out if you have multiple projects. Currently we don't have any. We're just going to be creating it in a moment. Then we have the activity where you can kind of track what's been going on. Here you can see I've been scanning some of the projects. I've been testing this out. So you can kind of keep track of everything, which is really good if you're kind of a manager in a company. You can keep track of everything and you can know what's going on here in the activity. Next, we have the pricing. Now, the pricing is really interesting because it works on this credits system. So what this basically means is that you pay 1 credit for each sheet. So let's say you have a project and it requires 10 sheets. You know that you only need 10 credits for that project. Now, it doesn't really matter how many revisions you make. As long as you don't add any sheets, it's going to just require 10 credits. So credits are not spent on revisions, they're just spent on sheets, and then you can make hundreds of revisions if you want. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it's good because you can kind of know in advance how much it's going to cost for each project, and here you can purchase credits. Obviously, if you purchase more at once, it's cheaper, as one would expect. Then moving forward, here we have the downloads. So the downloads page allows you to download the add-in, which is here, and then below that we have the option to download the apps for your phone, either Android or iOS. Now you can also find it on the Google Play Store or on the Apple's App Store, so you can just find it there, and you can just download the plugin, or you can just follow these links over here. Okay, so having explained how the website looks, now let's jump into Revit and let's explain the entire workflow. So I'm just going to go here to Revit. This is a project that they have. This is the simple building project or the simple house project. And let's say we're creating documentation for this. So here in the project browser, I already have a floor plan. So let me open that up. And it's a nice complete floor plan. And let's say I want to place this on a sheet. So what I'm going to do now is just go here to the properties, or not the properties, but the project browser, scroll down, find sheets, right click, and then let's create a new sheet. Now here I want A1 metric, which I don't have here. So let's load in a new title block. I'm going to be using the English metric, search down for, let's see, title blocks. Here we go. Open that up. Here's the A1 metric. Let's use that one. Open it up. Here it is, okay, and here we go, we have that sheet. Now I just want to place that floor plan on my sheet, so let's search for the floor plan and then let's place it. Let's see, here we go, and there's our floor plan on our sheet. Now the next step is to use Revit's regular revision system. So in Revit, here on the View tab, here we have Revit revisions. It's here on sheet composition, and here you can just open that up, and this makes it really easy to keep track of all of the revisions to sheets. So that means if you change a sheet, you export it again or you print it again, you can create new revisions to that sheet. Now here for the first revision, let's give it a date. Let's say it was done on the 7th, 1st, 2021. Okay, the description is this is revision 1. That's okay. You can say it's issued, and I'm not going to show it in a tag or a cloud. I just want to kind of keep track of it here. Okay, so having done that, I can just hit apply. Okay, and then here on this sheet, I can go into the properties, scroll down a little bit, and then here we have revisions on sheet. I can open that up. Here's that revision 1, and I can actually include it here. So if I check this, it's just going to appear here in the revisions. Okay, once we have done that, now it's time for our plugin. So what you want to do next is go here to the add-ins tab, and this is where the plugin will install. When you install it, it's a really simple process. It's just like a few steps and you're done. So I'm just going to open up the plugin, and now you have to obviously sign up. So I'm just going to give it my email. Okay, so I have added my email and password, so I'm just going to log in. Let's wait for a moment, and now it's opened up. So here we have that one sheet that we have created, and here we have the status, and as you can see, the status is we have these red letters, and it's saying that placeholder QR code is not set. Now this is really important because you have to kind of show Revit or tell Revit where on your sheet you want to place your QR code. You don't want it to be kind of over your floor plan. That wouldn't make any sense. So here we have the active sheet commands, and we have our insert placeholder button. So you just click on that, and it's going to start inserting a placeholder QR code. You just wait for a few moments, and as you can see, it already appears over here. Okay, and let's see, it's here, and then we can just drag it over. You can even resize it if you want, and then you just place it wherever is convenient for you. You can even create a title block that kind of has a special place for the QR code. Okay, so once we've done that, we can go back to ReviCheck, and now I can just check sync. So just click on this button, and then it's just going to kind of check which sheets are synced and what's going on. And here, this one is, as you can see, it's not generated, so we have to generate it first. So let's select that one and then generate selected. So it's just going to generate that QR code now. Okay, there we go. And now it says it's up to date. So we know the job here is done. So I'm just going to close down the add-in now, and then let's export this sheet. So I'm just going to go here to the File menu, go to Print, and then here you can set it's Adobe PDF, it's A1 metric. Let's see, A1 metric, okay. Zoom to 100%, okay, and then let's just click OK. It's going to ask us where we want to save it, so I'm just going to save it here on my desktop, for example, and let's say small house revision 1, and then hit save. So now it's just exporting that PDF, and I can go to the print shop and print it out. Now once that is done, we're going to be making some changes. So let's say, okay, it's opening it up, so I'm just going to close this down. Okay, so let's say that at this point, client calls us up and it says, oh, wait, here, you know, where we have that garage, I want to turn that into an extra bedroom because whatever, they want an extra bedroom. So we have to go back to our project, we have to go to our floor plan, and okay, now we have to get rid of the car. So I'm just going to get rid of the car. I'm going to get rid of this garage door, obviously, because it's no longer a garage. Let's go and place a simple window here, for example, like that. Perfect. Perhaps extend the insulation. There we go. And also here we have this tile flooring. We don't want tile flooring for our room, for an extra bedroom. So let's edit the boundary, get rid of that, and then because I don't want to have a hole there, I'm just going to extend just the regular floor that they have here, if I can only select it. There we go. So here I just left an opening for those tiles, so I'm just going to get rid of that. And yeah, do not attach. And then finally it says garage, so let's call it a extra bedroom. Okay, so now instead of our garage, we have an extra bedroom. Client is quite happy, so I have to go back here to the sheet and I have to make a new revision. So for that, let's go to the View menu, let's go to Revisions, let's add a new revision. This is going to be a revision 2, date, and let's say the client called us on the 7th, 10th, 21st. Okay, issued, and then also show here none. Okay, apply. Okay, there we go. Next, we go back to the sheet now, and on the sheet we go back to properties, check revisions on sheet, and then we have to check this one because this is the latest one. Click OK. And now it shows us that this was kind of the second up-to-date revision. And finally, we just have to sync it up with our ReviCheck plugin. So we just go here to the add-ins, launch ReviCheck. We go here. This is now a reporting check sync. So let's check sync just to make sure that it's checking all of the sheets. Obviously, if you have more sheets, okay, so it needs updating. So let's then update it. So I'm just going to go here to generate selected. And now it's saying up to date. So once this is up to date, I can now escape out of this. I can export this sheet as well. So I'm just going to go here to print, and then I'm just going to repeat the same process. And I'm just going to skip that step because I don't want to be too repetitive. And now let's check out what that looks when the sheets are printed. But real quickly before that, I just want to show you back here on the website, because we now have that house project here and we have used the ReviCheck plugin. It also reports that here on the website. So under projects, now I have that complete house or the building from the complete house course. Here I can view that project. I can see that we have the latest revision. This is that sheet, the A103. So all of the information is over here. So if you want to keep track of everything, you can do it over here. And one more thing to mention, also here you have the option to set up teams. So if you have a company, perhaps you have multiple teams working on multiple projects, you can assign credits to them. You can assign who can use credits, who cannot use credits, and so on. So all of that is available here. So if you're just running multiple projects at one time, it's really easy to keep track of all of them, and the whole interface is really interactive. Okay, so now let's jump and check out the actual printed sheets. Now I've printed out the sheets, and as you can see, this is the first one where we still had the garage here, and also up in this corner we can see that it says revision 1, so that's the first revision. And now here we have the QR code. So let me now show you what to do in this situation. If it just would like to focus here, there we go. So I'm just taking the app here on my phone. So this is the app on the phone, so I'm just going to scan this now, just like that, and as you can see, it's scanning and it's reporting that this is currently out of date. Now if I take the second drawing, or the second sheet which I printed, so that's this one here. And for this one, you can notice that we no longer have the garage. So now here, this is just a room. We have a window, we have a door there. There we go. No more garage door, no more car. And then also here in this section, we can see that this is revision 2. And if I zoom in here to the QR code, and let's try scanning this one now. So I'm just going to click here on scan again. Scanned, and this one is up to date. So now I know I can proceed with this sheet. And there you go. That's how the app works. So it's super simple, it's super easy to use, very straightforward, and it's really easy to keep track of your revisions and just the versions of the entire project, and if your sheets are up to date. Now, if you want to download the plugin, you can either Google just ReviCheck, or you can follow the first link just below this video. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to check out my website, balkanarchitect.com, for more Revit courses. There I have over 120 hours of content, and I'm adding more each week. Make sure to subscribe for more videos, and also I've added a video over there that might interest you as well.